Right now, the big story is if Aaron Rodgers is coming to the New York Jets after they hired Nathaniel Hackett, but could Derek Carr work with Nathaniel Hackett if they had to? Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we are diving into Nathaniel Hackett and Derek Carr and if they could be paired together if for whatever reason the New York Jets do not get Aaron Rodgers. Before we get started, you know the drill. Matt O'Leary NY on social media. The Just Jets podcast. New episodes drop every single Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe either right here or wherever you get your podcast in order to get each new episode. Also, great news. If you haven't heard, we're doing a $1,000 giveaway, baby. I have exciting news from BUSR. They are offering a winner takes all giveaway where one lucky winner will receive an $1,000 free bet. All you have to do is make a minimum deposit of $100 within 24 hours of signing up using the link busr.com/Matt. It's down below in the description, and you are eligible to win. The giveaway will close on February 6th, which is right in time for the Super Bowl, so you can get in any bet you want to on the Super Bowl. Use Matt O'Leary NY's official sports book. The winner will be chosen randomly on all the accounts that meet this requirement. You'll get a congratulatory phone call from BUSR. Plus, you'll get a mention in a video from yours truly. So what are you waiting for? Click the link down below. Get entered, win the $1,000 giveaway. Okay, so obviously Aaron Rodgers has been the biggest story this week, and it's changed a few times. A few weeks ago, it was Lamar Jackson, and people were linking Lamar Jackson to the New York Jets. There was Derek Carr and Jimmy Garoppolo debate. There was Tom Brady. There's, all different kinds of options, and it feels like it's going to change a few times before something gets done. And we've spent a lot of time this week talking about Aaron Rodgers, and rightfully so, but I've heard a lot of people ask, could Derek Carr still work after the hiring of Nathaniel Hackett? And if the Jets are not landing Aaron Rodgers, absolutely Derek Carr could still work with Nathaniel Hackett. That makes a ton of sense, actually. So another name that was linked to the Jets, mostly because of Derek Carr, was Greg Olsen, who was the offensive coordinator for Carr through a couple of different portions in his career. Early in his career, and then he came back the last couple of years and got a really nice 2020 and 2021 season out of him. And he's really unique because at times he runs more West Coast style of offenses, but then in other stops, he's pushed the ball down the field a little bit more. But I feel like with Derek Carr, there's a lot of play action. There's a lot of, crossing stuff over the middle, the horizontal passing attack. Those are all kind of elements of a West Coast offense. So in theory, yes, that's what Nathaniel Hackett is going to do. He comes from the West Coast tree. And a lot of guys, let's be honest, a lot of guys around the league come from the West Coast tree. Greg Olsen, while not being an offensive coordinator, has also worked under Sean McVay, who we know is in that same kind of boat stylistically on their offense in the West Coast scheme. Plus something else that would be really exciting with, whoever's at quarterback, but specifically I think this would be good for Derek Carr, is the running back production when Nathaniel Hackett has been a coordinator and when he's had success. The biggest success that he's had probably in Green Bay in 2020 with Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. That 1-2 punch was just downright phenomenal. They were fantastic. It was a nice duo. And when you look at the Jets running back room of Michael Carter, Bam Knight, you have Breece Hall, obviously the big one coming back from injury next year. They should be successful in both the receiving game and the rushing game. We're not even just talking about running the football. They'll be involved as receivers. And the same could be said about Leonard Fournette in 2017. Back in his rookie season, he rushed for over 1,000 yards and added 300 plus. I believe it was a little over 300 yards receiving that year in just 13 games. So when he does have a really good running back, he likes to get them involved. And, for someone like Derek Carr, he's not very mobile. He's not someone who's going to make a lot of plays with his legs. He's not going to, tuck in and run very often, which is fine. But he's going to have to get the ball out quickly, and getting the ball to the running back in space and making them miss seems like something that would be right up Carr's alley. The same with the Jets, the personnel at tight ends. They have 3 tight ends who they could use a little bit more. Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore should be more involved, and getting them going in a horizontal passing attack would be something that would be very exciting. But just because they hired Nathaniel Hackett, yes, obviously everyone's going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers, and I think that makes a ton of sense. I understand the connection, but even if they aren't landing Aaron Rodgers and instead are landing Derek Carr, while they're not really in that same boat, you could still get by. And Derek Carr, I think, would be fine in this offense. It's not like something drastically different. I've seen a lot of people say, well, now it's either going to be Aaron Rodgers or if not Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy G. It absolutely could be one of those two guys, but I don't think like this hiring rules out Derek Carr. I don't think it was, if they hire Greg Olsen, then that's the only scenario where Derek Carr is going to be the Jets' next quarterback. I don't buy it. I don't think that's the case. I think, even after this hiring of Hackett, Carr is still absolutely in the mix. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. I want to hear from you. Do you think it could still work? Do you think it still could be Derek Carr, or are you just all in on Aaron Rodgers? And if so, I get it. The thought of Aaron Rodgers healthy, throwing the ball all over the yard with Elijah Moore, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, all those guys, seems like a lot of fun. And, I'm intrigued by that. But if it ended up being Derek Carr, I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world. Sound off. Let me know. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video on the way out. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time.